All right. Hey, hey, welcome back. All right, so Taurians, we're going to take a look at what is the most compatible sign for this Taurus in this storyline. So please remember, I'm not going off of you can look up what signs are most compatible with Taurus, but that's not the kind of storyteller I am. I look for the specifics for an individualized kind of tale. So first off, and we're looking for the qualities also. What kind of a person would most be compatible with Taurus? So we start with the Five of Coins. We have got the Ace of Swords that is sideways, and we got the Queen of Cups that is upright. So somebody in a feminine, nurturing energy would be a better match for Taurus right now. Somebody in a water energy, possibly a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio would be the best route. Somebody specifically who could be really soothing. Hi, San Juanita. Hi, Ginger. Really soothing. We see this awesome, amethyst crystal. And I just feel like somebody who's understanding if Taurus has a rough day, somebody who understands what Taurus is hungry for and missing out on right now. Look, the world is full of harsh moments and jagged edges and way too much on our worried minds. And if Taurus may work in an industry where there's a high expectation for them to be this elite problem solver, or maybe it's just look in life in general. We have to come up with so many ideas. We have to stay fresh and relevant. We have to constantly be chasing the money to pay the bills. And there's so much difficulty in life sometimes. And it just says that somebody who understands that. I don't know if this Taurus has gone through a difficult time, or if it's just the awareness that, money's hard to come by and life can get really heavy. But the partner that would be most compatible for Taurus right now would actually take Taurus away from that concept and that constant dialogue or constant problem solving and say, babe, there's more to life than the stress and the struggle. Don't forget, we're here for the soft side of life. We're here for love. That's what makes all this worth it. All the work that we got to do, what makes it worth it is remember what we're doing it for. We're doing it for the times that we don't go to work and we can cuddle up with our partner. So it's like somebody who can really bring the joy and the why into Taurus's life. Why do I do this? Why do I struggle? Why do I go to work every day? Why do I, endure difficult, growth patterns in my life? Because there's, that's just part of my life. The other part of my life is soft and loving and supported and joyful. So I would say that this Taurus would be most compatible right now with a very beautiful water sign who has a lot of like soothing energy, empathic energy, calming energy for Taurus at this point in time. Okay, when does Taurus meet this person? Are they coming in soon? Are they already here? Like when is this happening? We've got the Knight of Swords really, really, really fast. Like really fast. Okay, so that's coming like as Knight of Swords is it's almost so sudden that it could be like a whiplash moment. It could be like Taurus, same day, Taurus meets this person as they recognize that I would be very compatible with somebody who could offer me love and support. And then it could happen almost that quickly. That's really nice. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I can tell I'm probably going to end up getting into a bit of an issue here with my lungs pretty soon, but we're gonna suffer on through. We'll hang in there. With that Seven of Coins, I would say it like this: they may come in really soon, but then Taurus and this person will probably start to plant like a relationship and a trust that will, like that part will be slow. Meeting somebody swiftly, then building trust with them slowly is what it says. It's actually really nice. Okay, I want to take a look at what makes Taurus attractive to others. I do this kind of storytelling about once every quarter, and then we also want to take a look. In this one, we're going to take a peek also at what an ex thinks of Taurus as well. I don't know why I wanted to add that in, but what makes Taurus attractive to others right now? We have got the Death card, we have got the Emperor, and we got the Two of Pentacles. Look, Taurus won't be everyone's cup of tea, but man, for the ones that resonate with Taurus, the ones that are similarly like willing to stand up and do the hard work that not everybody else is, characters that are willing to take charge of life. Emperors are empowered people who run an empire. This is how Taurus is coming across. In this story, Taurus comes across as a powerful masculine energy, even if they identify as a feminine. But Taurus is like, maturity level is super attractive. The way they conduct themselves, the way they negotiate openly in business, their sense of fairness and equality, their sense of accountability, their ability to stand or sit and like kind of impress others with how well fleshed out their ideas are. This is probably a Taurus who has like a real powerful belief system in things, and they probably have no problem in showing it. Probably have no issue in like speaking up on what they believe in. That Death card here says there's change, there's transformation. And it's interesting though, because Taurus has a unique ability to make strong eye contact with somebody and really make them feel seen, really make them feel like, I'm right here, I'm looking right into your eyes, you're looking right into mine. Here we are really seeing one another. I think the ability to connect with another person and make them feel like they're the only person in the world, um, that's huge. I also wonder if Taurus has two personas. They may have the very professional persona, and then they may also, like, if they change clothes, they're like, wow, okay, I did not expect you to go from prim, proper business to sleek, sexy evening wear. Like, I think Taurus may have something very sexy about them also in the way they, like, metamorphose into like a different version of themselves, because they come across as highly attractive. And Taurus could have an interesting tattoo that could be really beautiful to somebody. Could be somewhere on their, like, say it's on their scalp, but their hairline covers it. That there could be some hidden things about Taurus that only a trusted, romantic partner or someone in their heart would have access to. But it just says Taurus makes people feel very special, or someone that Taurus is attracted to and vice versa. They would make that person feel very, very special, because it's like you get to see a version of Taurus not everybody else does. I'm picturing somebody who, like, let's say in the daytime at work, Taurus keeps their hair gelled in place. And then when they're going out at night, whole different look. It's, or, you see that person first thing in the morning and it's like, their hair is wild and rumpled and it's just like a whole different look, and it totally changes them. Because I think Taurus polishes up nice. But on the other hand, I think somebody is even more attracted to the more like uncovered version of them. All right, I want to take a look at what is Taurus's biggest strength. Ooh, we actually got 3 cards. We have the Justice card, the Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups. So even in the face of things being completely messed up, this Taurus acts like it ain't no thing. This Taurus has a way of like letting it roll off their shoulder and be like, yeah, don't worry about that. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me whatsoever. Other people are going to do me dirty. That's for their conscience to deal with. I know when something is not fair, but I literally know how to say that doesn't have to impact my life. Especially someone's bad behavior should not take away any of my joy, any of my happiness. Taurus may have developed like a really nice tendency to say, especially if someone else is being mean to me, I should be extra nice to me. I got to balance out those scales of the universe. I got treated like crap today. So you know what? I made sure that I took care of me, that I supported myself, that I nurtured myself, that I took care of my needs, my hunger, my thirst, my sleep needs, whatever this is. I made sure that I got to have a great day, a great night. I'm not going to let one person wreck my weekend. That's a huge strength to have, to say we got to remember sometimes we are the ones who will make things right for us. Okay, and now let's go ahead and ask, what does an ex think of Taurus? We have got an Ace of Swords, a Queen of Wands, a Three of Swords. Okay, very telling. Look, they know exactly why Taurus cut them off. They think Taurus is somebody who's very, very, very attractive and has no problem speaking up for themselves. They have no problem saying, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I asked for. This is not what I wish for. So under no uncertain circumstances will I stick around. I think that they're saying, I understand, because Taurus didn't leave anything to the imagination. Taurus told me exactly what didn't work, and then they turned on their heel and they flounced on out of there. And they have cried over Taurus a lot. Whomever this ex is, the way they think about Taurus is, well, you didn't mince words with me. You told me what you're worth, and I gotta say, everything you said was on point. That is what your worth is. You're amazing, and you don't like what I was putting down. I don't think Taurus leaves anybody murky or questioning or hurting. I think Taurus says exactly what they mean, and they say it with like a show of personal, like if I would say if Taurus is saying goodbye to somebody gently, they own, like, look, my heart doesn't feel this. You're wonderful. You deserve somebody who loves you. It's not ever going to be me because we don't have that kind of a bond. I would never want to spend my time with someone, nor do I want you to spend your time with me if we aren't going to build that bond that we both deserve. Like I could see Taurus just being that blunt because they actually would be like, well, you're way too lovable. You have to be with the right person, and it isn't me. Like, it feels very sincere, very heartfelt, nothing mean at all. This person could still be really disappointed. Now, on the other hand, on the flip side, if somebody wasn't nice to Taurus, Taurus would probably also say, so just so there's no confusion, here's the reason I'm exiting. I don't like anything that just happened here, and I deserve a hell of a lot better. End of story. Like, and they're like, oh, and that's true too. I feel like it could have gone either way. This Ace of Swords doesn't have to be upset or angry. The Queen of Wands didn't say anything to be mean, but that's Taurus's energy on this. But yes, they are crying over Taurus. The big thing is Taurus is gone, and they think highly of Taurus. They didn't want Taurus to be gone. Said Juanita, you're so cute. Thank you so much. Thank you. That is so kind of you. I'm so generous. I'm so grateful to you. All right. And then I do also want to look at how others see Taurus. Now, this is in a non-romantic context, okay? How other people see Taurus in general. Ace of Cups in the reverse, Princess of Swords, Four of Wands. They see Taurus as somebody that literally, like, doesn't just go after things that they want. They go after things that are prudent. They learn about things not because they always love all the work that they have to do, but they choose a path that will yield like really brilliant, stabilizing results. Other people see Taurus as somebody that will do the hard work to learn things that will make their life or the planet better. They are the person that will work very, very hard to learn things that they believe could be applied well, even if it's the kind of work that is not a whole lot of fun. Even if it's something Taurus flat out hates doing. Taurus will be the one who, like, I'll take one for the team. This has to get done. So I guess it's me who steps up and does it because I can see in the bigger picture, this must be accomplished. This will make my life better. It'll make everything more stable. So even if I don't want to do it any more than anybody else does, I'll still be the person who signs up for it. That is a pretty admirable, heroic character. And if that is how people see this Taurus, on one hand, sure, it could allow certain people to slack off because they're like, I know Taurus will do it. But you know what? Taurus is also going to yield the biggest results. So it's going to be a bonus for Taurus any way we slice it. Okay, and then I do also want to ask one last question. And this is a little bit subjective, right? But what is the number one thing that repels people away from Taurus or challenges them about Taurus? We've got Lovers in the reverse. We've got the Hermit. You cannot flirt your way into Taurus's good graces. Taurus is not swayed by flirty, charming, like a salesperson cannot get Taurus to buy something just because they compliment Taurus and start flirting with them. Somebody cannot make Taurus give up information by being flirty. Taurus has this like very profound wisdom also, and it comes across and makes people unsettled that we're maybe going to try to use charisma or sensuality to seduce Taurus or wrap Taurus around their finger. They don't know how to proceed with Taurus. It's like, this person has me rattled, and normally I'm the one who looks at somebody as prey. So people that might want a mark, that might want to be able to manipulate, they look at Taurus and it's like, oh, run away, run away. I can't get this person to like play by my rules. I don't know what Taurus is thinking. Taurus is probably just politely trying to stand there and be like, I don't know what's going on yet. I'm not quick to make judgments. I assess and assimilate information. I allow enough information to come toward me while using wisdom to let people talk. I feel like Taurus is very good, the art of being silent for a moment and let people fill in those silences and then see what they want to blubber out. I think Taurus is really good at that. And I think it reveals people's true motives and it makes people really freaking uncomfortable. I don't know why. I just think that's kind of cute. I just think it's like, Taurus might be like, I wasn't trying to make them tell me their whole life story, but I just stood there for like an extra 3 seconds. I was just trying to figure out what is their agenda. And then they just kept talking at me and they told me all kinds of things. I don't know why. It's kind of cute, but Taurus seems to be like a walking truth serum is what I would say. And that makes people uncomfortable. You guys, thank you so much for being here. It's so great to hang out with you. Jessica O, thank you again. Ginger Montague. San Juanita, you're adorable. Supernova. Rachel Flory, wonderful to see you. Hi, Holly Light. Oh, Supernova, I love that. Travis Rhodes is in the house. Hey, babe. Kelsey Quinn Mark, awesome to see you, baby. And San Juanita, you were first in the house. Looking forward. Didn't we debut the bull leader of the bulls? Is that what we called you before? I know we had a name for you, a nickname. I know you look forward to the Taurus one. So delighted to see you tonight. Did I get a chance to plant the flowers? Which flowers? I planted so many flowers this year. I don't remember which ones. Was that a long time ago that we were talking? I don't remember if it was anything recent because I haven't planted any flowers since the weather was better. As we're turning into fall, I haven't planted anything, but I'm trying to remember which ones we might have talked about. I don't know. I didn't let any flowers die this year. I can tell you that. So yes, they must have been planted. Chrissy, hi, sweetie. All right, you guys. The packets, the seed packets. You know what? In my moves, I don't know where I've put those at the moment. Now you've got me thinking, where did I tuck those guys? It was a long time ago. I'm going to have to go do some digging. Anyway, I'm uncovering boxes like it's Christmas. So Supernova, that's awesome. All right, you guys, take care. Lots of love, you guys.